Okay, back into it we go. But, instead of going to try and visit Noelle, we're gonna go straight to Moo's parents' cafe. Don't know if this will be any different, but, yeah. Didn't take me long to make up my mind. I feel a twinge of guilt of brushing Noelle aside like this. Think it might be for the best. No, in my heart, should at least try to visit her. Should try to repair our relationship. I owe it that much. This might be the only chance I have. But I'm not going to be here for very long. Don't know if I'll have enough time. It seems far more realistic to spend those few days having fun with my first best friend, rather than trying to rekindle a relationship that might never spark again. At least I know that Moo will be happy to see me. So, trying to justify this cowardly line of thought to myself, I go into my grandparents' back garden and dig up my old bike. Taking longer to reach the next town than I thought it would. Slumped over the handlebars on my bike like a slab of freshly cut meat. Okay, so I skipped forward because we'd already read that, so... But, however, take a look at my hair between my thumb and forefinger, squeezing it. It feels slippery to the touch, like handling a fish fresh out of the water. Dory really wanted me to move looking like I've just crawled out of the vat of lard. Don't think that'd make for a particularly good first impression. It has been 2 years since I last saw her. Should I greet her with looking my best? Oh, okay, so we've got a couple of extra choices here. You can find a public restaurant and cool yourself down, visit the cafe to where you are. Sure, we'll just find a public restroom. Bent over the sink, splashing cold water onto my face. Don't know if it's making a whole world of difference, but at least I feel somewhat refreshed. Look at my reflection in the mirror over the sink. I'm relieved to know I look slightly less bedraggled than before. Hair is still damp and it doesn't look as greasy, and my face isn't as red as it once was. Hope Moo doesn't make fun of me now. Yeah, right. Since there's a Moo, she is going to make fun of me no matter what I look like. I'm not that naive, but still. Might tease me less than she potentially could, which is good enough for me. At least I managed to minimize the potential damage. Mop my forehead with the tissue, then crumple it up and throw it in a nearby toilet. Same time, I can't help but wonder, why am I getting so concerned about my appearance anyway? Doesn't make any sense. Known a Moo ever since I was a kid. Used to make mud pies in the forest, go paddling in the river, climb trees together. We've both seen each other in many embarrassing situations in the past. Hardly count them on my fingers. Why should I worry so much about how I look now? Am I growing up? Or could it possibly be something more than that? That's stupid. I shake my head, trying to dispel that ridiculous thought. Why should I care what Moo thinks about me? Been friends forever. Not literally, but close enough. If I liked her in any way other than that, surely I would have realized it by now. I don't like her like that. Not at all. Not one bit. Now that I've denied it so much, doesn't that make it sound even more suspicious? Yeah, well, after our last round, yeah, we have more pressing concerns. So I finally made it back here, back to this familiar cafe. It's a warm, comfy place made mostly of wood. Small establishment. Okay, and then, we've already read through all this, so... Hey, Moo, I was wondering... what? Do you want to know my secret skincare routine that keeps my complexion looking so soft and supple? Well, that does sound kind of interesting, but that wasn't it. Oh, how disappointing. I was actually wondering, how you feel working at your parents' cafe? Oh, that? My expression falls. You know, this isn't nearly as much fun as discussing secret skincare routines. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Well, I guess it feels good helping out my parents, doing the right thing, etc., etc. But I don't know. Kind of embarrassing. You sent me a few letters with words to the effect sent them before. Because of the complaining, I started to think that maybe the cafe had introduced some really cute, frilly, completely un-Moo-like made outfit to get attention. But that wasn't the case at all. I saw Moo at work, she looked exactly the same as usual, messy hair and all. Wasn't even wearing an apron. Even though Moo doesn't wear typically feminine clothes, I've always thought that she was pretty. Maid outfit might actually suit her. Hey, Ak-chan. Very glares at me, even a little too close for comfort. I shudder, overwhelmed by a negative aura. Something about the look on her face is making my skin prickle. What is it, Moo? You wouldn't think of anything dirty, would you? How did she know? No, of course not. She's getting even closer. What should I say? This could end up being my last words. Be gone, vile demon, get back. I'm sorry, but I have to go for this option. Get back, vile demon. Get back from whence you came. I back away from the mirror, raise my two index fingers on each of my hand, place them together before me like a cross. Yes, I love this. Of course, it does nothing. Nah, it was worth a shot. Nah, honestly, where's the holy water when you need it? Surely it would come in handy at a time like this. Here, unlocking the virtue of a fair man, take this. Moo chop! Ow! For a few seconds I see stars. Once thing I press my hand against my forehead, trying to quell the dull, aching feeling behind my eyes. I blink, my eyes open. See Moo staring at me, eyes wide, mouth open in an O. Wow, Moo chop is more effective than I thought. And that's because it wasn't a chop. Punch me in the head. No, Ak-chan, don't be silly. It wasn't a chop. You had your hands balled into a fist. How was that not a punch? Because I said it was a chop, so it's a chop. That isn't how it works. He flips a ponytail over his shoulder dismissively. I do think punches are very fitting for magical girls. But you're not a magical girl. You're just an angry thug who likes to beat people up. No, not necessarily. Not people. Just you. Great. Feels so special. Oh, aren't I the lucky one? I'm sorry, Ak-chan. I guess I just need to let off some stress. But can you not do it on me, thanks? Stress? Yeah. It's work-related, you know. Why did she sound so serious all of a sudden? Why do you say that? Do you really dislike working there that much? I don't know if dislike is the right word to use. It's just, I'm one of the youngest people there. All the other waitresses are older than me, more experienced. I always feel like I'm making mistakes. I thought you were the kind of person worried at all that much about what people think, though. I'm not really. I feel a little more awkward at work. And besides, Miss Scowls resting her head in her hands. There's that stupid name on the cafe, or the cafe has two. Now, this is something Boo has definitely told me about before. It's a standard complaint from her. She really, really hates the name of her parents' cafe. Like, really. Personally, I think it's just a small thing, but Moo seems really fixated on it. Seriously, why did my parents have to name the cafe after me, anyway? I mean, Moo Cafe? Come on. Don't really see the problem. Think it sounds nice? Yeah, maybe it sounds nice to you, but to me, it's hideously embarrassing. And the place you work at being named after you? You have no idea how many customers look at my name tag, start to make jokes about it. I don't know if it's something you could get so much comedy. I don't know if it's something you could get so much comedy material out of. His face darkens. Oh, you'd be surprised. Some people out there think they're so funny. Why couldn't my parents just have just used our family name for the cafe instead? Like all normal people. Chukasaki Cafe? Frown. I don't know. It doesn't have much of a punch to it. It's too long. That's what my parents said too. They decided to humiliate me. So annoying. His face clouds over. Maybe I should try and cheer her up. Now, what kind of thing would an Amu like? Ice cream. Yay, we went to the ice cream place again. But we're not paying for it this time. Yay, ice cream. Okay, well, we can probably skip all this because we've already read all this. Okay, let's not buy our ice cream. He's probably gonna be pissed. No fair. You're so stingy. Not because I don't have much money. But you're supposed to be my friend. We are friends. But I don't believe in sustaining friendship via a transaction of money. Huh. Why'd you say it all fancy like that? Are you mocking me? No, not at all. Just trying to make a point. What point? What point? That you're a miser? No, that capitalism is a bad thing. But you bought yourself an ice cream. You had no problem fitting to a corporate machine there. Why would you buy me one? Because you have enough money to buy yourself an ice cream already? But that isn't the point. You're way off. Sigh. Don't know why she's been so huffy. She had more than enough money on her own to buy an ice cream. Several ice creams. So ice creams and a mini break in Hawaii. Probably. Doesn't matter, does it? You wrote one for yourself, so it's not like you're losing out. Oh yeah, I guess. But it isn't the same. Why isn't it the same? Because it lacks love. Love? Not sure I follow. Exactly. Love. Somebody buys a gift for you that shows that they have love. Makes the experience more pleasant than if you just bought it yourself. The ice cream is going to taste the same no matter who buys it. That doesn't matter. You just don't get it. Huffing, we take Bison into her ice cream. Did digging into the cone, making it splinter under pressure. I thought ice cream was a food that you could eat angrily, but me proves me wrong. Loud chomping sound makes a testament to that. It was kind of scary sometimes. Didn't know she'd get so upset over something like this. The troubling part is, I can't tell whether she's being serious or not. Look, I'm sorry. I'll buy you a treat next time, okay? You promise? I promise. Okay. Pals wiping her sticky mouth with the sleeve of her sweater. I wince. Even though I'm carrying no water tissues around in my pocket, I have a picked up from childhood, they still couldn't prevent the destruction of Moo's poor sweater. To think, I'd offered her a tissue on time, that light green gooey mess melting on that sleeve of the sweater could have been avoided. I immediately apologized to Moo's mother, who will undoubtedly have to clean that stain off. Can't imagine Moo helps out doing the household chores. I definitely can't imagine that her dad does. Or her little sister. Or her cat. Chan, you're acting different. Different? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. Even though you're still so little, you're starting to talk more like a tall person. I don't know, sure tall people speak differently. Yeah, they do. It's all about appearance. Like how you conduct yourself. Seem more confident. Well, that isn't a bad thing, is it? I guess not. Not from your point of view. But maybe it is a little from mine. What do you mean? Moo smiled, shaking her head. Meant I can't boss you around so much. Is that really the only reason why you became my friend? Would you think less of me if I said that was one of them? How scandalous. You're a terrible person. But you didn't say it with real emotion. It's hard for me to be mad with you. That's more like the action I know and love. Winters Moo slams me on the back. Does she ever get tired of doing that? Here I was worrying that all the cool and confident city girls had started to corrupt you. Cool and confident, huh? I guess you could call Sakai both of those things, but deep down, underneath her layers of cynicism and sarcasm, I think she's just a dork who likes vampires too much. I was scared you'd turn into a different person. A person who can say no to me more often. You were really worried? Oh, just a little. Moo laughs sheepishly, running her hand through her light pink hair. Still, leans back against the bed, staring up at the sky. You used to fuss over me a lot when we were little. I guess I just got used to it. Sorry if I was rude earlier. I was just playing around. You don't need to apologize. You're used to it by now. Thanks. Moo turns to look at me. There's a small smile on her face. Haven't pampered me in so long. Not since she came. Isn't that right? Paula suddenly hissed. Okay, we already read through all this. Hey, Moo. What is it? I pause. Hands clenched into fists. Bite my lower lip. I don't really want to talk about that. Is that okay? Oh, you're not gonna give me an option? Huh? Oh. I'm sorry. It's not something I really want to talk about either. Yeah. Let's go do something fun. Fun? Right. Fun. Hey, Achan. Are you hungry? Maybe a little? I know just what we're going to do. Follow me. I wonder why we never got to get the choice of talk about Noel or not. And just what we're going to do turns out to be this. Sitting together in a small family restaurant situated by the library and the sports center. Used to go here a lot when I was younger, since it was the de facto place my parents would default to when they wanted to take me out for a treat. Interior decor is typical for these kinds of establishments. Uniform and nondescript with beige walls and square tables. The place looks exactly the same as always. Of course it looks the same, silly Ak-chan. All these restaurants do. That's true, I suppose. Aren't there restaurants in the city like this too? Yeah, there are a lot. They're a popular chain. I think so. But still, somehow, can't help but smile as I look down at the tabletop. Condiments have been arranged just so. There are packets of salt and sugar in a small box. All was to be expected. It's kinda nice coming back here. Makes my memories feel more real somehow. Are you being all sentimental? Maybe. It's kind of hard not to be. Aw, you're just so sappy. Maybe that's true too, I think. Had a birthday party here once. All the kids at our school had birthday parties here at some point or another. Apart from maybe Eri. She was always too proper for places like this. I guess there aren't that many restaurants to choose from. Yeah, someday I want to go to a real big fast food chain, where the floor is all greasy and the people behind the counter are sweating and shouting at each other. There are so many customers that you can't even find a seat. Mere thought of it is enough to make me shudder. Don't think I'd like that so much. Isn't this place enough? I would do. Well, it would do, I suppose, but it's not the same. It's like there isn't as much energy, like Badan, you know? Not entirely. Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but this place does have something special. Special? What do you mean? He grins mischievously, gesturing towards her meal. A simple cheeseburger with a minimal amount of salad and some fries. Standard fast food, cheap and easy to prepare, nothing at all like meals my grandmother makes. Sure, if my grandmother knew we were here, she'd tut at me. Even though she is a laid-back person, she can get strangely serious about food. Now that I inspect it more closely, there's something odd about Mood's meal. The portion looks a little smaller than mine, and stuck in the center of her cheeseburger, a small green flag. Well, at least she's not showing any red flags, am I right? Did she only get those flags with children's meals? That's right. Mood Beam's pushing a small flag with her pointer finger. The place is amazing. Collect all the flags from the kids' meals in a week, and get a burger for free. Isn't that amazing? So, you ordered a kids' meal just to get the flag? That's right. I've been able to get all the flags before, but this time I'll do it. Yeah, you go, girl. Some of all of them, every last one, and the victory will be mine. Practically taste that free cheeseburger from here. Just thinking about it makes me drool. I'm sure it's just a ploy to make you spend more money at the thing. But restaurant. And here we were thinking that she was into the whole conspiracy theory about the corporate stuff. But you could just buy another cheeseburger with your own money, and if you get a kids meal, you don't get as much food. Don't get it. Tut tut tut. He clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. That's not it, Achan. It's not about the profit. It's about the romance. Romance? Yes. You don't understand the girl's heart at all, Achan. It's the suspense, the thrill, the narrative. It's the promise that maybe, just maybe, you might be able to get all of the flags. Super lucky, which makes it so wonderful. Just thinking about it getting me all pumped up. Now I need the yellow flag and then my conquest will be complete. Get that free cheeseburger in no time. Watching me get excited over something so minor, actually kind of endearing. Can't help but smile at her foolish antics, shaking my head as I do so. Still, I'm curious about something. There's one mystery that has yet to be solved. But you're not a kid. Huh? Aren't you a little too old to order from the children's menu? Huh? That? Oh, well, Moo giggles. I'm still a child at heart, so it's okay. Moo places her hands against her cheeks and bats her lashes in what perhaps is supposed to be an alluring manner. However, given there is a streak of ketchup smeared against her lower lip, the effect is slightly ruined. Right. Hey, thanks of me. What do you think of me for? I'm glad we were able to have fun together. Hey, if you keep being so corny, you'll make me blush. Sorry, not trying to be embarrassing or anything. It's just nice being able to see you again. Huh? Did you miss me, Ak-chan? Yeah, of course I did. You're one of my best friends. Thank you, Ak-chan. I missed you too. Somehow, despite that smile, atmosphere between us has become kind of heavy. Who notices this too, because she giggles and prods my cheek with a finger. What? You're blushing, Ak-chan. No, I'm not. Protest childishly and break away from a move, turning to hide my face. Naturally, this doesn't stop a move from laughing at me. Jeez. But hey, Ak-chan, what is it? Are you gonna make fun of me again? No, it's not anything like that. I was just wondering, how long are you gonna be staying here? Moo stares at me. Why is her gaze so intense? Her eyes really are very, very green. Piercing. I'm only going to be here for 2 more days. Leave on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Huh? Just 2 days then? Well... Ow! Can you stop fucking punching me? Cause I wasn't expecting it. My shell of pain goes unchecked. It's far too loud. People turn to give me a curious stare. They worried I'm being insulted. And I feel like telling them to be alarmed. Life isn't in any danger, although that might be debatable. Just a move, my childhood best friend, being me back so hard my spine might break. Of course, I don't say that. Don't really like talking to strangers. Neither do I like being stared at by them. Moo, by contrast, doesn't seem to care at all. In fact, I think she relishes in it. Well then, you simply have to make this trip one to remember, right? Do your best. Voices so loud it's making people stare more. Right. Of course. So, Ak-chan. Huh? What is it? How are you getting home? Why do you want to know? Are you planning on stalking me? Of course not, silly. I already know where you live. If I wanted to stalk you, I could just go ahead and do it. You know, that doesn't make me feel any better. That is gonna drive me back to the village once the cafe closes. Do you want to get a lift too? Well, I don't know. On my bike, maybe it won't fit. This car's pretty big, just like his mouth. Yeah, we already know about that. There'll be enough room in the back, don't worry. I waver, I'm sure. Some moves offering it might be rude to refuse. But I do find her dad ever so slightly terrifying. Sure, he'll ask me lots and lots of awkward questions. Questions I'd rather avoid. Oh, so I get a choice here as to whether I want to go home with her or by myself. Okay, I think I'm gonna go home by myself. I think for this route I'm gonna try and avoid both characters where I can, just to see what happens and just get the bad one out of the way first. I mean, last one was pretty rough to get through, but it turned out a Moo's invitation in the end, thoughtful as it is. I'd like to say this is because I genuinely want to cycle more and get healthy, throw myself into a new regime of personal fitness. But that would be plain not a lie. The real reason is I want to avoid Moo's dad. Not a bad person, but voice is very, very loud. Seems incapable of talking at volume suitable for normal conversation. Instead he bellows everything like an angry bear. When he isn't angry, he He sounds and looks angry because of his bushy eyebrows. At least the mood doesn't hold this cowardly decision against me. Instead, she nods her head, knowing smile on her face. Ah, I see my father has scared you away. Yes, he has scared many other brave men before you. Well, that isn't entirely it. It's just, I want to exercise more, and he raises an eyebrow, one hand on her hip. It's plain from her expression that she doesn't believe a word of it. Am I really that transparent? Yes, you are. Incredibly so. But I understand. I wouldn't begrudge anyone for trying to avoid my dad. I think even a driver would do the same. Well, I just thought it might be best if I had left him alone. Yeah, no. You're probably right. You know how Dad likes to talk. Probably even more talkative if you're around. I haven't seen you in so long. I want to tell you about all these crowning glories and splendid achievements from the last 2 years, I'm sure. Has he made any splendid achievements? He snorts. Well, that's what he frames it as, but I have my doubts. Next, I don't think catching a large trout during a fishing trip last summer is that impressive. How much did the trout weigh? 4.8 kilograms. Looking at me, a little taken aback. He's never been very good at remembering facts and figures, so I didn't expect her to give me such a precise answer. How did you know that? Probably the strenuous amounts of times her father has told her that story. If you underestimate exactly how many times my dad told me that story, Sean. How many? Exactly? His face darkens. Too many. Kinda sounds like my own father. Especially if he's had one too many beers, he tends to repeat himself. A lot. I'm such an idiot. I'm overly optimistic at romanticism of the past. I forgot just how out of shape I am, and now I'm paying the price. Paying for it dearly. Need to forcibly rotate my legs using every last bit of strength I possess to keep going forwards in a semi-straight line. Bike wobbles precariously. Grip on the handlebar starts to slacken. Body feels so tired. Second lungfuls of air, trying to plunge my stamina, but it's no good. No matter how much I inhale, my lungs don't seem to inflate. Maybe I burst them? Maybe I'm gonna die. And on my gravestone, it'll be engraved, cause of death, stupidity. Honestly, that would kind of sound like mine, but probably cause of death, clumsiness. I am such a fool. But, no, I won't give up so easily. I can keep going. I can grit my teeth and lean forward, pressing my body down against the framework of the bike. It will make my shape more streamlined, aerodynamic. Well, maybe it won't make a blind bit of difference. At this point, I don't really know what I'm doing. Vision is going blurry and being obscured by sweat. Even though the evening is approaching and the air has grown colder, I feel too hot. Or still feel too hot. I feel my face is bright red. Man, definitely gonna be feeling it tomorrow. And we've already read all this, so we'll skip. Okay, so with Noelle, we are going to just go home, because yeah, as I said, I'm gonna do potentially one of the worst routes and just spend as little time as I can with them. No, I don't want to do this. It's too early for me to face her. Thinking about what kind of expression she might make after she sees me makes me feel queasy. How hurt will she be? I don't know. This is something I don't want to face. Something I don't even want to think about. Feeling even more cowardly than before, making my shameful, dejected way back home. It's sound of the old rusty swing fades into the background, so I can no longer hear it. And I feel like I am going to regret this. Okay, we already read through all that, so skip. Oh, dimly I feel a vague sense of guilt creeping over me. Kai asked me to buy her a gift, and she asked me to call her, but I haven't done it either. Oh, I guess we're avoiding everybody. Guess I got so caught up returning to my old home, and had enough time to think about my new one. Oh well, sure Sakai will forgive me. We're going back in a couple of days anyway, so it's not like we'll be parted for too long. Not like Amu and Noelle. I haven't seen those two in 2 years. Well, it wins. But it feels as cold as though pierced by needles. How could I have ignored Noelle like that? I didn't know I saw her plainly, and I could have approached her. I was too scared. Muttered under my breath. Curling up tightly into a ball as though trying to protect myself from some unseen enemy. I suddenly chastised myself. Thought I was making progress. Guess I was wrong. Roll over, pressing my face into my pillow. Maybe I'm trying to suffocate myself. Tried the worries out of my brain, but by depriving it of oxygen. Doesn't matter if I am. Heard it's impossible for a person to smother themselves. That's fine. It's all fine. Try to tell myself that, but I haven't made any progress at all. Yet, despite my... Okay, yeah, I know we read all of that. Oh, I saw her in the park yesterday. Knew it was her, but I didn't go to talk to her. Too scared, too cowardly. So I couldn't say anything. Not a word. But if I went by her house now and tried to explain myself, it would feel far too awkward. I hope she didn't see me. If she did, that would look so awful. Wouldn't be surprised if she was upset. After all, I was avoiding her. Thinking about this is making me feel ill. Don't think I want to go and see her. Can't bring myself to. Better just avoid my problems. Just avoid them and hope they go away. So I make up my mind. Still feel guilty for being such a coward, but don't think I can face Noelle today. After I saw her yesterday and avoided her. Being with Mu is far more safe. Fun to joke around with, and she doesn't take things too seriously. Actually, the kind of person I need to help me calm down. When I'm with Amu, my problems never seem as big as they first appear. That's why she's such a good friend. That's why she's so dear to me. But what am I thinking, getting so worked up about Mu? Even if she is a relaxing person to be with, that's no reason why I should start thinking such overly sentimental things. Think about a person like Amu, that kind of way, it just feels wrong. I've known her for so long, she's basically like my older sister. Slightly mean old sister who sometimes bullies me, but mostly looks out for me. An older sister who'd never abandon me. And hopefully a sister who won't kill me. Since my thoughts started to get weirdly earnest, I started to feel embarrassed. Not in the right frame of mind. Not thinking straight. Maybe I haven't been thinking enough at all. Just like I could only just see our grandpa's torso. Maybe a little uncomfy. Okay, and then we read through all of this. Okay, there we go. Oh, right, it's this one. So, you'll say I'm sorry it was a stupid joke. Sorry, Amu, I just thought it'd be, kind of funny seeing you work as a waitress. Funny? Parents are working me for less than minimum wage on the ground. Knows that they're my parents, and I have to do what they say. You think that's funny? Sorry, I guess it was sensitive of me. I thought maybe it'd be a little nice to have you serve me or something. You usually tease me so much. Why do I sound so creepy? Probably because you are. You cover me anxiously from beneath my eyelashes. She still looks irritated, hand on her hip. Expression hasn't softened at all. Crap. If she really is going to stab me. Oh. Really don't want to be stabbed. I mean, there's definitely other ways he could probably murder us. Did I go too far? You're too annoyed I can leave and come back later. Just thought, And then, to my surprise, the sad expression on Lou's face softens. Just a giggle. Laughing at me. Even though I was supposed to be teasing her, somehow it all got turned around. I thought I'd always end up being the butt of the joke. It's especially infuriating as I don't know what a joke is. Akchan, you look so funny when your face goes red. How could I stay mad at you like that? Huh? I don't look funny. Yeah, you do. You look totally funny. An instant reply. Well, if you want to be served by Keep Made so much, I should at least try to put on a decent performance. I never said anything about you being cute. Yeah, but I inferred it. Keep in mind that this isn't a maid cafe, though. I'm going to draw a cute picture of your omelette rice with ketchup or spoon feed you your ice cream sundae. You don't need to feed me, I can do it myself. You're the baby. Yeah. Still smiling and mood gestures for me to follow her. Table is this way, sir. You don't need to call me sir. He looks at me over his shoulder, smirking. At least she's having fun. Oh, then you really would prefer master. I don't want that either. You'll give all the other customers the wrong impression. Look around me anxiously, hoping none of the customers can hear her. Walking past all these tables, populated mostly by wholesome-looking families with small children, makes my face turn redder and redder. Feel like a pervert. Hope they're not judging me. Thankfully, a moon leads me to a single table near the back of the cafe, secluded a spot where I'm free from the cold stares of the other patrons. Take my seat, face still red, hands clasped in my lap. Nobody knows how to tease me better than this girl does. Really is a demon. Well then, here's the menu. I'll be back in a few minutes to take your order, sir. Is everything to your liking? That's fine. And you really don't have to call me sir. Don't look like I'm bullying you. Fine, action. But you really do worry too much. You make me worry. But you still come to visit me anyway. Not a bit of a contradiction? Or are you just a masochist? Sink down even lower in my seat, praying to just fade away from existence. Who turns on a heel to leave? As she does, I bury my face in the menu, trying to hide my stupid red face. Oh, Anak-chan? Yes? Just because you're my friend, it doesn't mean you'll be getting a discount. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. Okay, I thought for a moment there she was going to say that I wouldn't be getting off so lightly, and now I'm going to get karate chopped again. But with that, we've read through all that, so skip all that. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the base more stuff. Yeah, let's go. It sounds tough. Hang in there. Yeah, I'm kind of going different choices for this one at least. Yeah, it's just kind of depressing working a job like that. Made me realize something I haven't really thought about before. Huh? What's that? Take on a role where you have to act subservient to others. People still seeing you as a real human being. Use it as an excuse to treat you like shit. Not everybody is like that though. No, not everyone. Most people are polite. but that doesn't make up for the people who aren't. Of course not. I'm sorry. We raise one hand. You don't need to apologize. You never worked as a waiter, so you probably don't know, but some people out there are just so stupid. Come into the cafe and ask for things we don't have on the menu, and get pissed when we don't have it. Some of these kids start screaming, somehow it's my fault and I need to sort it out. Some guy drops a fork on the floor and makes me pick it up and gets mad if I'm not there quick enough. Somebody orders a hot chocolate and complains because it's hot. And some guys catcall me and say really creepy things. So gross. It's taken on that kind of meek role where the customer is always right and the server has no room to complain is completely opposed to Moo's character. Should have known that much, really, but Moo never mentioned this in her letters to me. Instead, she focused on things that seemed trivial, like how much she hated the cafe's name. I thought she was just joking this whole time, but I think her feelings are more serious than that. Why didn't I realize before? Is it because I'm unobservant? Partially, perhaps, but there's a limit to how much information you can convey in a letter. Letters aren't nearly as personal as talking face to face. Yeah. Unlike that letter we got in the last route. Anyway, it's only by being on Moo's side, seeing this close together, looking at the subtle shifts of her expression, changes in her tone of voice, I've been able to discover just how much she really dislikes her work. I just feel like I'm losing my faith in people day by day. It's kind of depressing. I mean, working a job like that in an industry like that, yeah. Anything to do with customer service fucking, yeah, sucks the soul out of you. That's why I never want to work in an industry like that. Moo leans back in her seat and stares up at the ceiling. Hands rest in her lap, clenching and unclenching into fists. Sudden confession comes as a surprise. Don't know what to say. Moo always seems so confident, so sure of herself, but the stress that comes with her part-time job is really wearing her down. Hey, pat her on the shoulder awkwardly. It's okay. Even if those people are irritating, I can always try not to be. Yeah, I'm ever glad of that. If everybody was as awful as the customers I had to deal with, I wouldn't even want to live in this world anymore. Well, don't let them get you down. Probably can't hit 100 home runs in a row unlike you. Yeah, you're right. It was the accumulation of several months of practice, but it paid off. Yeah, you've been coming here for that long. I set myself a target to hit 100 home runs, and I was working up to it little by little. And finally, I've reached it. My goal. Moo grins, giving me a victory sign. Even though her face is still flushed and she looks tired, her smile is filled with pride. Moo achieved something she can be proud of, though it's an achievement that won't matter to anybody else. Sure, she'll be able to treasure this memory all the same. Wonder if I follow Moo's example. Maybe one day I can accomplish my dreams too. Okay, then yeah, we're gonna skip past all of this. Oh, and we're back into the guitar one. Okay, does that make the sound quality worse or anything? Well, Milas, rubbing the back of her head with one hand. I do that a lot when I get anxious too. Wonder if it's a tick I inherited off Moo. Maybe she inherited it off me. I don't know. We've been together for so long, some days I can't tell where my mannerisms end and hers begin. I don't really know. And if it does, my sound probably isn't good enough for the guitar's quality to significantly ruin it. Oh. One unusually humble response. Well, I just don't want to get your hopes up. I've been practicing for too long. It's so hard to find a tutor. His face darkens. Continues to tune the strings of a guitar, but she is pouting now. What do you mean? Like it's too expensive? Partially. Because my parents refused to help pay for my hobbies, saying, "You're an adult now," and all this stuff. And they pay for everything Mikan does. That's good. Mikan is only 7 years old. So is still old enough to have a job. Should be out working in the fields or something, harvesting rice or pulling up potatoes. Somebody sounds bitter. Moo glares at me. I am bitter. It's not fair that I have to work at that stupid stressful job just so I have to afford to pursue things I'm genuinely interested in. Nika gets everything handed to her. My parents were never that easy on me when I was a kid. Why are they so lax with Mikan? Are they getting soft in their old age, or do they just like her more than they like me? Must be because Mikan's cuter than I am. But discriminating based on cuteness is wrong. That isn't fair. As a guardian for love and justice, I won't stand for such a thing. Sometimes a move really is ridiculous. I'm not sure whether she is exaggerating or not. It's hard to tell. It isn't just the money thing that's a problem though. If it was, I'd just offer to work more shifts at the cafe or something. Then the tutors live too far away. Bingo. You got it. Besides, first one all live in the town. My parents won't drive me there. When out of school, getting to and from appointments that are about an hour away on foot is too much work. That does sound like a pain. And then also having to try and carry the guitar with you to the lessons as well would be fucking rough. The buses don't come regularly enough either, so I nearly always have to walk. Living in this tiny village is a pain, Achan. Starting my career. Career? Well, you didn't know what you wanted to be in the future. Well, I was giving it a little thought, and don't you think this sounds cool? Beautiful teenage runaway living on the streets of Tokyo. Doesn't have a home and she doesn't have any money. But she does have a guitar and incredible skills. And she should sell the guitar for food. Otherwise she might starve to death. Achan, you idiot. Didn't get to tell the rest of the story yet. Okay, but I think I can already see a solution to this girl's problem. What? Shouldn't have run away from home to begin with. When her parents aren't really that bad. Achan, what the hell? Taking all the romance out of it. What's so romantic about living on the streets and going hungry? It's the drama of it, okay? Appeals to my main sensibilities. So it'll all work out in the end because our cute heroine will attract the attention of a big record company. I'll sign her up on the spot thanks to her amazing skills. See? It's a happy ending. I still think it sounds pretty unlikely. Besides, you already said you're not good at playing the guitar, so I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. If you're running away from home, there'll be a lot more bridges to cross than that. Few sticks out her tongue. It's only the idea, you know, to go trampling on my dreams. With that, she turns back to her guitar. A few minutes pass before finally she declares this. Okay, well, we already heard her guitaring skills. Oh, well, Moon wants me to be honest. This would definitely be the honest answer. Even I, who knows almost nothing about music, can tell. I know it wasn't very good. Moon, however, seems unfazed by my critical reply. She simply smiles instead. But I remember she has always been good at taking criticism. Maybe that's because she was always a noisy kid. So she was always getting scolded for one thing or another. She must be used to it. Well, I thought as much. Thank you, Achan. What for? Isn't it obvious? Who grins, give me one of her friendly, incredibly painful pats, thumps on the back. Ow. It's because you listened to me when nobody else would. That alone is worthy of a thank you. Ow. I went, rubbing my back. What do you mean, nobody would listen? Or even your parents? Don't be silly. Of course they won't. Never asked them if they'll listen to me play. Dad just said something like, oh, we're too old to listen to that kind of noise. Seriously. But your parents always seem so supportive. They are nice, and I guess they're supportive too, but besides, they're only supportive when what I want to do coincides with what they want me to do. Otherwise, they don't really care. Whose expression is suddenly so bitter? Well, I think you should do your best. Go after what you want. Don't tell anybody else, or don't let anybody else stop you, and I'll cheer for you all the way. Was I too corny? Did I make myself sound stupid? Am I gonna tease me? I bet she's gonna tease me. That long silence can't be a good omen. Sit on the edge of Moo's bed awkwardly, my hands folded in my lap, waiting for her to say something cutting. I wait, and wait, but it doesn't come. Chan. Moo's voice sounds strange. I look at her and notice. She's smiling. No sneaky or underhanded smile in the slightest. Instead, it's a smile of a person who is sincerely grateful from the bottom of their heart. Chan, thank you. No matter where you go or what you do, you'll always be my best friend. Alright, my lad. It was nice talking to you. It's been such a long time. Well, okay, I guess we didn't get to make out this time. Yes, it has. Must have been about, 2 years? I suppose so. The time flies. I guess that's what happens when you get older. Lots of things start taking up your time. Blink and you'll miss it. Yeah, I see. Well, that trout I got the other day, mind you. I know, here he goes again. It was a big one, alright. Impossible to miss. Absolutely impossible. Just as Moo warned me yesterday. He really does, love talking about that trout. Trout didn't get the chance to slip away, even though it tried. By thunder, it didn't try. But I was just too quick for it. Although I may look like an old man, you should never underestimate your elders. That's one word of advice I have for you, lad. Never underestimate your elders. Otherwise, you'll be in for a world of pain. I get the feeling that my elders aren't the only thing I'm going to be worrying about, but we'll get to that when we get to that. What does that mean? Does sound jovial enough, but was that meant to be some kind of threat? Yeah, I'll try to remember that, sir. I will. What a good boy. Mr. Jigasaki smiles, looking at me in a strangely appraising way that makes me feel uncomfortable. You don't need to call me sir, though, lad. I've known you for how long? Since you're about this tall, I say. There's no need for formalities with me. Really? Of course. Plain old Kentaro will do. So he says, but even so, I still can't quite bring myself to call him something so casual. It wouldn't feel right. Instead, I tried to change the subject, out of my head and things. Thank you for letting me stay here. And we've already read through all this, so Moo rose her eyes again. Looks distinctly unimpressed. Oh, Dad. Don't be so stupid. Not like we're dating or anything. We're just friends. That we are, at least in this route. Just friends, is it? Is that what they're calling it nowadays? I mean, last read we were apparently also in a harem too, so Could be anything. Once more, that loud, booming laugh fills the kitchen. Try to resist the urge to put my hands over my ears. Yep. That's that done. Still, I can't help but feel just a little guilty. What about Noelle? Remember? I can still remember it clearly. Saw her in the park yesterday, but I didn't approach her. Didn't say a single word. The whole time I've been here, I've just been avoiding her. Deep down inside, I know it isn't right. No, I'm being a coward, even though it's getting late and it's already dark outside. Can't just leave things as they are. If I do, nothing will get resolved. I have to go see her. I have to. Don't I? Oh. Interesting. I can go talk to her now, or it's already late, just stay here. Okay, I am gonna regret this, and I'm gonna stick to my original plan and try and avoid Noelle, and potentially Amu as well, but yeah, this is not gonna end well for me, I get the feeling, but it might already be too late. I was going to make up with her. I should have tried to talk to her earlier. I have no time now. Going back to home tomorrow. A single day isn't going to be enough. Won't work. Definitely won't. Will it? Maybe not. Maybe these are just excuses. Pretty lies I'm offering myself so I don't have to feel so guilty. Am I trying to run away? Who knows, but... Hey, Chan. You engrossed me at the entrance of the forest with a large smile on her face. Oh right, gotta go catch the bugs. Okay, so yeah, this is where we're gonna have the competition, but yeah, no one's not gonna be with us this time. Though she's standing there looking relaxed and casual, she is actually performing an impressive balancing act. Holding two large nets for bug catching in either hand. Beneath her arms are wedged two large glass jars. Hanging from the rest of her right hand is a plastic bag. I can just see the top of the thermos poking out of it. There's something very impressive about this arrangement. If I had to hold that much stuff, I'd definitely drop it. Hey Amu, are you being pack mule today? He sticks her tongue out at me. Not likely. I'm not your slave, you know. Half of this stuff is for you. With that, maybe voice one that's in one of the glass jars into my arms. Thanks. I'm sorry, I didn't bring any of my own. I couldn't find any nets. That's alright, I thought that might be the case, so I brought spares. Yeah, you can rely on me. Thanks. I'll try to keep that in mind. And now you have everything you need to go to war. Huh? War? Did our plans for today get changed considerably, but I never got a memo? What does she mean? Isn't that going a bit too far? We're just going to catch bugs, right? No. Laboring under a misconception. You're just one of her fingers at me, stopping it short just inches away from the tip of my nose. Some reason she looks really serious about this. Really she got this excited about her schoolwork. You can't think of our task as something simple like, we're just going to do this. If you do, you'll start telling yourself that this is unimportant, so it doesn't really matter how I do. Then you won't try as hard as you could. Then it won't be as much fun. I catch bugs with somebody who really cares. He has a really deep passion for the art. Isn't that so wrong? I think it's a bit over the top, but I don't comment. Fire blazing in Amu's eyes defies all common sense. He has always had the habit of making even very pointless activities seem like life or death situations. It can be very stressful sometimes, but usually she makes everything more entertaining. With her shining eyes and wide smile, it is impossible not to get swept away. Alright, I understand, Commander Jigasaki. I'll fight with all I have and do my best to make you proud. Yay, that's the spirit. Ow. I get that she's excited, but she does have to slap my back so hard. Feels like I've been hit by a small elephant. But that doesn't leave a bruise. Alright, Action, we're going to be really serious about it. We gotta do it the proper way. Do you understand? The proper way? I'm afraid I don't quite follow you, Commander Jigasaki. Why, it's simple. We're going to stage a military coup. We'd want all the help we can get, right? Yes, of course, ma'am. Well then, the answer is simple. To maximize our good luck, give us an overwhelmingly victory over our enemies, may require divine intervention. In layman's terms, we're going to go and pray at the shrine. Of course we are. Since this forest is so large, there are several shrines contained within it. Without thinking about it too much, Moo simply took me to the nearest one. Not sure how old these shrines are. I think they might at least be older than the houses in the village. So maybe as much as a century? Probably more. Such a shrines located deep in the forest are something I don't see very often in the city. Coming back here after so long feels nostalgic. Not that I ever had much cause to go in the first place. There are no cars here. No crowds of people. And large concrete monolithic buildings stretching straight up into the sky. Instead, it's just a Moo and I together, alone, in a simpler, prettier world. Moo stands beside me, eyes closed, hands pressed together in silent prayer. Taking it so seriously, but to me, the idea of praying for success in something as trivial as a bug hunt seems ridiculous. What a funny person. Do you really think the gods will care? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, do you honestly think they'll care about us hunting for cicadas? Moo pouts, puffing out their cheeks. Why wouldn't they care? It's their job to care, isn't it? I guess so, but bothering them about something small like this, doesn't it seem kinda irrelevant? Judging by the expression on her face, you'd think I just murdered a cat. In actuality, I had nothing against Tiger. If for some reason we started to fight, I'm sure Tiger would win. She could easily smother me to death with the weight of her bulk. Relevant? How are my humble prayers that you and I have a good time together relevant? Well, listen, Achan. I already told you, can't go through life thinking this is only small, so it doesn't matter. Everything in life matters. Every single thing. If you don't realize that, you end up letting life pass you by completely. Is this really happening? Is a loud, fickle, irresponsible Moo actually lecturing me on the best way to live my life? Alright, Commander Moo. I understand. I'll try to make our assignment take our assignment more seriously from now on. Saying, I bow my head. Can't see Moo's face like this since it's obscured by my bangs. Really need to get them cut at some point. I hope I haven't annoyed her too much. Well, hopefully enough, or not enough to murder me in this forest. There's a little pause. Look at the floor, slowly counting to 10 in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. With that, he slapped me jovially on the shoulder. Guess she couldn't stand the silence for too long. It's a trick that always works on her. That's the spirit, soldier. I knew I'd make a fine man out of you yet. Yes, ma'am. I'm doing my best to make you proud, so please, what should I do? Keep praying. Stand in front of the shrine and you'll pray with all your might. Pray earnestly from the bottom of your heart. That way we can make the best memories imaginable. Yes, ma'am. Understood. So I turned my back to the shrine, all a serious expression on my face. Bowing my head, I closed my eyes and clapped my hands together. However, I'm not exactly praying for the success of the bug hunt. Rather, the wish that stands in the forefront of my mind, that seems the most important in this, is this. I hope I can remain friends with the Moo. I hope I can remain friends with her forever. Oh, it's kind of sweet. I can hear something. Oh, a noise. Someone crunching twigs and dry leaves. Could that really be a god? Seriously? I don't know. Do gods make rustling sounds when they walk through the forest? Gods even need to walk at all? It seems distinctly mundane for an otherworldly being, not to mention incredibly unglamorous, laughable even. Kind of like imagining Buddha on the bus, or buying milk in a supermarket. In my head, I turn to look at the newcomer. What I find is... Oh, hi. I don't believe we met? Unless this is potentially... Rai? Younger, around the same age as the Moo and I. Here is a soft honey blood gathered in two corkscrew pigtails. Wonder how long they must take to prepare it in the morning. Can't even imagine it. She's attired in clothes that seem very unfitting for a stroll in the forest. Outfit is comprised of light pink and purple, no skirts that billow around her legs, and a blouse with puffy sleeves. She's wearing white gloves and a bonnet. Girl wearing completely Western clothes, appearing at a shrine like this. The image is quite kind of jarring. I think I recognize her. No, it's been a couple of years. I think it is. There was a girl who dressed this ostentatiously at school, wasn't there? Her name was Rai, yeah. I guess in this route we never did get a gift for our friend Sakai. Well, I mean, she never asked for it because we never got that first call. She was good friends with a Moo, wasn't she? Well, it's you. But look, she gives a Moo right now as she dusts her dress. Isn't friendly at all. Hello, Rai. Look just as moody as ever. Rai exhales through her nose, flipping one blonde curl behind her shoulder as she does so. I am not moody, stupid Abu. Simply have a countenance that speaks of mild temperament and good breeding. Things that must be alien to you. Pulling a face like you swallow a needle stick of a mild temperament and good breeding, and I don't want anything to do with it. Why you... Anyway, it cuts through Ray's foul temper easily, with light and lilting. What are you doing here, Rai? The shrine doesn't seem to suit you somehow. Like mixing Eastern red bean paste with Western custard. Don't know if a resulting snack would taste so good, even if both are nice on their own. That's what Rai's presence at the shrine feels like. Since her clothes have been so obviously inspired by the palace of Versailles and European nobility, she looks out of place at this traditionally Japanese shrine. Well, I'm not interested in religion. I don't like things that I can't see or touch. Ever the materialist, huh? Of course, that's the most sensible system of beliefs. If you only have faith in things, then you can never be swindled. But still, if I had to choose any religion, I wouldn't mind being Catholic. That's just because you have the big churches and all the gold, isn't it? I would make a joke, but I'm not going to stoop that low. That's right. Religion feels more impressive the more expensive it is. Like, if one of your business clients was a really shady person, but he handed you a solid gold bar as payment. And if you didn't trust him, you'd go along with him, would you not? Arrow's example are as unladylike as always. What do you mean, unladylike? I mean, you always talk like that when you get excited. Like a gangster. No way. No, I don't. I definitely don't. You do. Though you act like a refined lady who sips with some tea and eats scones with jams. You're actually really interested in the dark, seedy underbelly of society, aren't you? No way. Not at all. If you cast any more aspirins on my character like that, cut off the tip of your left little finger. Scary. Ray pouts, arms folded. Doesn't act like how she dresses at all. Can't help but stare at her in surprise. Hey, what are you looking at? If you come any closer, I'll gouge your eyes out. Jumping alarm, taking a step back. I didn't realize she'd been seeing me looking. What a moron. Ray, you're so intimidating. I only threaten people who deserve it. It's rude to look at a lady in such a way. Sure, but still, a pretty cynical person, aren't you? I have to be. Everybody else is. Like going to an expensive all-girls Catholic boarding school. That kind of thing would give me a lot of status, wouldn't it? It seems really high-class and elegant, doesn't it? Maybe a little. To spend my days amongst wealthy young ladies as refined as I, to wear a cute uniform and a ribbon in my hair, to attend theology lessons with a pious expression on my face, to eat chestnut cake and drink tea indoors with my dear sisters after school. That's the life for me. It's the life I deserve. Riley sighs, has cup in her face, doesn't look in her eyes. She has some pretty grandiose dreams for a cynical person. A shame she ended up living in this tiny village. Hey, hey, Ken Ryan addresses me, fixing my face with a hard glare. Are you pitying me? No, I was just... Are you trying to pick a fight? No, not at all. I turn my head away, trembling. What a wimp. Now, Ai-chan isn't just a pacifist. Well, it's just a pacifist. It's not a violent brute like you. I'm not a brute. I'm a refined lady. That's what you say, but that attitude is no wonder you haven't been able to get into that all-girls school yet. Huh? What are you saying? You're saying you never fit in a place like that. Not in a million years. We went to train in the mountains under a waterfall. We're way too rowdy. I wouldn't be scared of you. Huh? What do you mean? I'm elegant, gentle, just a little bit cute. A perfect lady. Get your eyes tested, stupid Amu. A stupid person calls somebody stupid first, Eri. Not an insolent fool uses a once-old nickname like that, but it's no longer appropriate. Not appropriate? You mean you want me to call you boss? Is that it? No, not at all. I'm not a member of the Yakuza, you know. So you say, boss. But I think you're just being dishonest with your true feelings. No, I'm not. That isn't how it is at all. Just shut up, stupid Amu. You don't know anything. With that, face flushed bright red, Ray turns her nose up in the air and marches away. What a interesting, encounter. Twigs and leaves crumple underfoot, with her every footstep loud and grating. Suddenly when she vanishes from sight, disappearing altogether, we let out a heavy sigh of relief. Are you alright, Amu? Huh? Oh, yeah. Moo frowns, running a hand through her hair. Guess that girl really does hate me. Even though we used to be such good friends. But why? When did that happen? I don't know. By the time you left. He has some strange ideas and he is very stubborn. Sounds like somebody else we know. But she starts to think something is impossible to change her mind. Again, was there somebody we may or may not know? I see. It's okay, don't worry about it. He offers me a smile, perhaps an attempt to lighten my spirits. It has nothing to do with us. Let's just enjoy our day, okay? Yeah. Let's do our best and catch lots of bugs. Well, I will. I don't know if you'll be able to manage, Ag-chan. Hey, that's rude. I catch something. Like a cold? Tripping over your own feet and falling in the river? That isn't what I meant. Moo giggles, ruffling my hair with her hand. Still, isn't it strange? Strange? Yeah, I wonder. Wonder why Rai came to this shrine. She doesn't normally like going into the forest. I wonder what she was praying for. It is very interesting. Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting to meet any other characters, especially out here, but anyway. Found one. Good job, Ak-chan. Don't let it get away this time. Move forward quietly, stealthily towards the beetle perched in the tree branch. There's the black beetle. My nemesis. We're here again. I will catch you this time. It's hard to spot these insects since they blend in so well with the tree bark. And when I finally do spot them, before something gets caught in a tree root. Fall through the air without a single trace of grace and land hard on the ground. Ow. Of course, that black-shelled beetle, a single sliver of hope, is started by the loud noise of my gun. God damn it. Not again. Well, my head is already gone. You won't get the best of me yet. I will get you one day, I swear. Just great. By the rate this is going, I'm not going to catch a single thing. Are you alright, Ak-chan? Yeah, just fine. Really should pay attention to where you put your feet. Here, I'll help you up. She offers me her hand. Take it gracefully, and gratefully, and she hoists me up to my feet. After I dusted myself down, I bend to pick up my fallen belongings. Net in the empty jar, supposedly used to storing the bugs I caught. Well, at least that's one good thing. What? This. Hold jar to a mood, turning it this way and that in my hands. At least this didn't break. Might have been cut if I did. Moo doesn't look too impressed by my mundane news. Instead, she frowns. Well, why would it break? Well, because it's glass, right? If you drop things made of glass, they break. Oh, I see. Why is she giggling? Oh yeah, glass breaks, but laughing, Moo reaches forward and knocks against my jar with her knuckles. Sometimes it makes a strangely hollow, not at all like the clear, ringing sound of glass. I brought the glass jar for myself, but I thought for you, that particular piece of equipment might be too advanced. Hey. Huh? So, what I'm using is actually... It's a plastic jar. Man, you have that little faith... Well, not much little faith in me. I thought that'd be much easier for a person like you to handle. This will decrease the casualties. I mean, she does have a point, but still. So, this whole time, even though I thought I was on even footing with a Moo, that wasn't the case at all. Being completely mismatched right from the beginning. The worst thing is, she's right. Really can't be trusted with a glass jar after all. Somehow that's kind of humiliating. Hey, I'm going to search a little more, okay? Whose cheerful voice breaks through my momentary misery, making me lift my head. Huh? What do you mean? Mean what I said, dummy. I'm going to go in deeper. That's what she said. Yeah, moving on. I think there might be some even more interesting bugs further in. Oh, that sounds nice. It is, isn't it? I'm sure it'll be fun. Hey, she's going to ask me. No, she's gonna ask me. Are you gonna come too? Do you wanna go in deeper in the forest? Really? You don't really starting to ache. Tripping enough tree roots as it is, not going into an area even more congested with trees. Though it is true there are more bugs deeper in, there are also other exciting finds, like nettles and poisonous mushrooms. Knowing me, I could die. I could really die. Is that such a good idea? Oh, do I go with her or stay here? Okay, I know I said I was going to try and spend as less time as I could with them, but I'm tempted to see what happens if I go with her. Okay, I get the feeling we'll be going through most of these options anyway when trying to get the other endings, but... Two of us, Moo and I, sit together on the mossy bank of a small river. I stretch, grimacing. Feet ache and my ankles sting. Think I must have stepped in a patch of nettles. What I get for foolishly venturing into the deeper parts of the forest. Should have known it would end up like this. Actually, a moo called bugs, whereas I tripped over my own feet continuously, and made a fool out of myself. In the end, I couldn't catch a single thing. Maybe it was out of sympathy for me, but long last, the moo judiciously decided we could take a break. Even though my body is covered in scratches and my ankles are starting to go red and blotchy, it really is pretty here. Even my own physical discomfort can distract from that fact. Pale green light filtering down through the trees makes the surface of the water shimmer. Sunlight intercepted from above by the leaves of the trees is mild and pleasant, not too hot nor too cold. The sound of the forest, gentle running of the river, the smell of the earth, feels as though this moment could last forever. I want to stay like this with a moo. Forever. Hey, Achan. Think fast. Huh? What? I don't even get a chance to finish my sentence. That's because I'm cut off rather rudely by a sudden spray of muddy river water. Right in my open mouth. Ugh. Ugh. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna throw up towards you. Ugh. Common splatter, trying to rid my mouth of that unpleasant taste. On my face, rub my eyes with the back of my arms. But it's all useless. Not just my face that got wet. It's my hair and my clothes too. I must look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. Of course I do. Mr. Moo was kind enough to reaffirm that for me, as if I had any doubts. Moo stands in the river smiling proudly. At some point, he must have kicked off his shoes and socks, leaving them lying amongst the grass. The river seems fairly shallow, coming out to about halfway on the shins. The current is slow and gentle too. I don't think there will be much danger of her getting swept away. Moo's bare legs shimmer with droplets of water. Big ponytail looks disheveled, even messier than usual. Moo, why'd you do something like that? Moo shrugs, grinning. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny, and it was. Do you ever even think about it before you do stuff like that? There is a small pause. Some reflective expression crosses Moo's face. And then, nah, If you think too much, you'll just get a headache. Thinking isn't fun at all. I don't think splashing river water into someone's face is fun. I beg to differ. Why don't you go ahead and try it? Try it. Huh? You mean you want me to splash water at you? Oh really? You guys will get mad if I come home all soggy. Failing to see the logic behind this. Then why? 'Cause it's fun, Chan. 'Cause I want to play. Is there anything wrong with that? Parents will get mad. You said so yourself. Hey, come on. Don't be so boring. We're young and carefree, and we have our whole lives ahead of us. Let's go. I the river dubiously, still wasting river water out of my hair. I don't know. I don't want to take a 7-hour train journey in wet clothes. Then you can borrow mine. I'll be fine. I'm hardly gonna wear a skirt, am I? Come on, Achan. Please. Get the feeling even if I flat refuse and say no, Moo won't accept that. She can be a very stubborn person. And besides, maybe it'll be fun. Paddling in the river, splashing water at each other. It'd just be like old times. Personally sensing my weakness, Moo strikes. Yes. Come on, Achan. Come on. Water will do you a world of good. Since there are so many shrines in this forest, it might even have healing properties. I think this claim sounds quite dubious, but still. This will probably be the last time I get to see a moon in quite some time. Leave now without getting my revenge? That would be far too frustrating. For the sake of my pride, I can't let this wicked deed go unpunished. That's it. I can do it. Going to get her. Alright, you're gonna get what's coming to you, Moo. Won't show you any mercy. Moo and I lie together on the grassy bank of the river, both soaked to the bone. Shoes and socks kicked away somewhere, but any articles of clothing that we have that are still dry. Breathing is laboured from all that running. Chest rises and falls, my lungs heavy. Face is light pink from exertion, while the rest of me is completely damp. But still, despite that, I'm happy. Pretty tough opponent, Achan. We pass her appraisal, strands of light pink hair stuck to her cheeks, forehead, wherever, from sweat or water, I don't know. Probably both. Yeah, you too. Full with skill and determination. It's an honor being able to face off against you. Yeah, really stuck it out until the very end, didn't we? Yuki was softly, green eyes directed upwards towards the light blue sky. Who do you think won? I'd say it's a draw. We both did our best, and that's all that counts. I guess. Feels kind of dull if there's no winner, though. Well, I'm the one who will have to get on the train like this. So if the goal is to make the other person look as ridiculous as possible, you probably won. But Chan, there's far less of you than there is of me. You're so tiny. Yeah? So you must have splashed a wider surface area than I have. Does that make this your victory? That's pretty generous of you. Although I don't like her reasoning behind it, no, I'm short. Does she really need to point it out? I'm a pretty generous person. Lie there in silence, listening to the sounds of the forest, running the river and the chirping birds. For a pause, I finally say it. A small smile on my face. Thank you, Amu. Huh? What for? For always being here for me, making our time together so much fun. It really wouldn't be the same without you, and I really am going to miss you. Don't talk to them like that, silly. Blink in surprise. Like what? Like, this is some sad final farewell and you're never gonna see me again. Unless you're gonna write me a letter too. But I hope not. Sorry. Guess I was being a little too sentimental. There's no need for thank yous. No matter where we go or what we do, we'll always be friends, right? Yeah, always. Always going to be friends. There's no need to say goodbye. Two of us continue to land the bank, both dripping wet, but more importantly, both smiling. Wish this moment can last forever. As I lay there on the warm grass, I start to feel sleepy. Been a few busy days, and I need to gather my energy for the train journey back. Not like I'll miss the train or anything, so have a small nap right now. That won't matter, right? Slowly, feel my consciousness slipping away. If I died right now, don't think I'd mind. Never been so happy before. Okay, I'm still alive. Okay, I think we're good. Hey, I can see you. I remain in hiding like a fugitive, lost among the trees and shrouded in darkness. Lie by the riverbank, bathed in sunlight. Like me, you're not alone. Never been alone though, have you? Used to think that was alright. The whole time I told myself it was fine. It was lonely. After all, I had you. But not anymore. Why? Why did you ignore me? I thought we were friends. Said we're friends. You told me that and I believed you. I trusted you. And I swore I'd never trust anybody else again. I tried my hardest. I really did. Try. But it seems I was wrong. Opening your heart up to any human, they'll hurt it. Inevitably, they'll hurt it. Leaving marks and scars that don't go away. How long has my heart been like this? When was the last time that it didn't hurt? I'm sure you didn't mean to hurt me. You're not a cruel person. No, you're not a cruel person. But even so, carelessness can do just as much damage as outright cruelty. Even those who don't bully others cause damage, simply by doing nothing. Doesn't sound fair to say it like that, almost as though I'm accusing innocent people, but it's true. Read it firsthand. Even though you didn't do anything malicious, still inflicted damage by ignoring me, by abandoning me, by never writing me a single letter, even though you promised we would always be friends. You promised. It was time. I thought you were my friend. I told myself you were my friend. That relationship was real. But that was a lie. Whenever you said you cared about me, it was a lie. I don't like liars. I like you, but I don't like liars. I like you, but you still hurt me. I like you, but that doesn't mean anything. I already know you don't like me. I already know. You abandoned me. I can't keep hoping anymore. I need to put a stop to it right now. Because I still have hope. That it hurts. Because my hopes will never be realized. That it hurts. Great times around the box cutter in my hand. That it looks cheap, its blade is sharp. I know that well. So did that poor rabbit that tested this on earlier. Oh. Maybe I was worrying about the wrong girl. But yeah, I'm assuming this is Noelle. Because yeah, we had kind of been ignoring her on this round. Maybe we shouldn't have been. She knew. Following you this whole time. waiting. Waiting for you to let your guard down. Oh no, it's gonna be one of these endings. Ah, fuck. Well, well, we kind of deserved it, but again, still. Now, finally have my chance. And here comes in the spooky music. Well, it was only a matter of time before we got one of these endings. Walk towards you slowly, silently. Sure, my footsteps make no noise. You don't move. Don't stir. Both sound asleep, together by the riverside. Make sure it stays like this forever. Stand over you, shadow dark against your pale skin. Make a small sound, some kind of mumbling in your sleep. Turn over, shifting in the grass. Neck pale white is completely exposed. You see the light blue veins crisscrossing underneath the surface of the skin. It's really unbreakable, aren't they? Just like China dolls. How foolish for your body to display the best spot for me to drive in my blade. It's almost as though your body has given up. That it wants you to die. Maybe on a subconscious level, realize all the wrongs you've done to me. Realize the hurt you've caused. And you're desperate to make amends. It's like blue veins standing out underneath your skin, saying it. No, they're not just saying it. They're screaming it. The ears ring with the sound. Begging for forgiveness. It's alright, Ak-chan. Don't worry. I don't want to hurt you. I'll do it so quickly you won't feel it. I'll do it so quickly you won't even have a chance to scream. Gently, lovingly. Press the blade against your throat. Wince a little, but you don't open your eyes. You don't wake up. I'm sorry. I really do like you, you know. I like you. More than anyone else in the whole world. I mutter it softly, under my breath. Then, I clench my fingers around the base of the blade. And sink it deep into your neck. Okay, well, ending 13. Apology. God, if you can call it that, I guess. Oh, wow. Maybe we shouldn't have been ignoring her. Yeah, so that's one ending down, but yeah, another 19 more to go. So, well, we'll be getting to those in the next one, or next part, I guess, because yeah, that route in itself took me close to nearly 2 hours to beat, so yeah, very interesting. Very different contrast from the first ending we got to this one right now. Very different contrast, but yeah, I guess it's only going to go downhill from here, right? Oh, we'll just wait and see if there's potentially a ending screen or ending credit. Yeah, after credit scene, that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, with that, we'll be seeing you in the next part. I'm not looking forward to this at all.